Hello and welcome to a project called Fully Customizable NAS. So why is it valuable? Well, there's multiple reasons. One being the automated scripts to help you print files and allows for kind of do hands-free almost. You just throw a file in the print folder, it prints it out, moves it to completed. Very, very simple script. But it allows you to automate that so you don't have to go to a file directly and hit print and then go to the other file that you need and then hit print on that too. If you need to print a mass load of files, then that's honestly a very good way to do it. Mostly targeted towards people who are super busy, but want to be kind of everywhere else too. I noticed that even while in school, there's been times where I wouldn't be home, but I'd need to print off this file or something of that nature. And this actually is has been really helpful for me during those times. You don't think about it until you need it, and that's kind of why I like this project. And the fact of the matter is, I set this project up that way you have every ability to access it anywhere you need it, whether it be a on the go, at work, at home, wherever you are, whenever you are, you can use it as long as you have an internet connection, but you'll be able to use it. The hardware involved is just three simple pieces of hardware, just the Raspberry Pi Model 3B, the 16 gigabyte SD card or flash drive, my bad. That's strictly for NAS storage. You have an 18 gigabyte micro SD card as well. That is for applications and OS and config files. For the software, I used multiple different pieces of software, but I used Tailscale for remote access, even from a phone. Obviously, the SSH option and SMB are still there. You have the option to Samba and use that for any PC, but for phone, that's why Tailscale is involved. Light TPD is a lightweight web server that allowed me to make the homepage for this network. Now, what that does is it allows me to really access file browser and RPi monitor easier and with little problems. Samba, obviously, like I said, that just kind of allows you to use a NAS through multiple OSs. Problems with expected and unexpected. Well, the SD or the flash drive actually was an expected problem because of its formatting. I had to deal with permissions and everything else with that. For the unexpected part of the problems, it was setting up the NAS homepage. It was kind of a last minute decision where I kind of just set it up real quick and I hard coded the IP addresses into the HTML. But whenever I tried to connect through Tailscale, it didn't work because Tailscale uses a different IP address. So whenever I set it up wrong. I had to go back and then I had to set it up so it was more of a proxy or reverse proxy system. So here are some screenshots of it on my phone. I'm not connected to any network. I'm using phone data for this. This project is great for those who want to build kind of their own intranet with network storage. It really helps with sending files from one PC on your own network to another. It helps with also sending files from your PC to another person's PC on another network. People can you can give people access to this via Tailscale log or like logins pretty easily if you want to share files through that. So the first screenshot here though, this one is from a CX File Explorer. So this doesn't actually use any web page development. This actually uses an application using Samba alone. So you can still you don't have to use these web pages for accessing this. You will still have to use Tailscale to access it, but you don't have to go through all this. But I just wanted to show that this works as well. I mostly built that part for the PC users. Now my project is one that will work consistently however long you have it up. You don't have to even remotely touch your Pi unless you want to configure something further. This project is one that would be hard to break, but in the event that it does, if you need to reboot it, it should all come back online very, very simply, very, very easily. So the NAS homepage, this is it. It tells you the printer status, gives you the system stats right there through our Pi monitor. If you go to File Explorer, you can see all the files that I have uploaded through my phone and a Raspberry Pi info.txt. If you click on that and you copy that file, put it in the print, copy it, it'll go ahead and try to print that file off. As long as I have paper in the printer, it will work. Here we go. The back button actually worked that time. It printed off that file too fast. I was gonna say it should update this and say, hey, your printer is printing. And that's what's going on. Anyway, that is my Pi project. Please let me know how you like it, and I will see you guys later.